Namaste students, Khush raho betiya. I, JB and Dr. Y. Chandrakala, Assistant Professor Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In today's session, we are going to discuss about learning theories. Okay. So in today's session, we will be going to discuss about the behaviorism, cognitivism, or constructivism. Okay. So learning theories are a conceptual framework which describes how an information is observed, processed, and retained during the learning. Cognitive, emotional, and environmental influences as a prior experiences all plays an important role in understanding and viewing or acquiring the knowledge and the skill retained. Okay. So behaviorists look at the learning as an aspect of conducting and which where the educators who look after the here cognitive theories and believes that the learning has change in behavior is too narrow and prefer to study the learner rather than their environment in particular complexity of human memory. Behaviorism is a philosophy of learning that only focus on objectivity, observable behavior, and discount mental activities. So behavior theories defines learning as nothing more than that of the acquired of the new behavior or the experiments by the behaviorist or identifying condition as a universal learning process. So there are two different types of conditioning, each yield a different behavior pattern. Okay. Classical conditions occurs when a natural reflex respond to a stimulus. Okay. As you have already studied the Palvos observations where the dog salivate when they eat and even seafood. Okay, that means which here the animal and the people which is biologically weird, so they have certain stimulus will produce the specific response. Okay, so the behavior or the operant conditions occurs when a response to a stimulus is reinforced. Basically, operant conditions is a simple feedback system. Okay, so if a reward is reinforced or followed the response to a stimulus, the stimulus become more probable to the future. Okay, that means here the leading behaviorist that Skinner used the reinforcement technique to teach the pigeon to dance and okay. So how the behavior impact of learning? So how this impacts a positive and a negative reinforcement. That means a negative positive reinforcement and a negative reinforcement technique of the behaviorism can be very effective. Okay. Teachers use behaviorism when they reward or punish students' behavior. Okay. Next is the cognitivism. Jean Piaget, a theory based on the idea of developing the child build cognitive structure map or mental maps or developing the response or responding to the physical experiences within their environment. Okay. So Piaget proposed that the child's cognitive structures increase in sophistication with development, moving from the few initiate reflex such as crying and sucking or highly complex mental activities. Okay, so the four developmental stage of the Piaget models and possessed by which the children progress through them. Okay, That means the child is not yet be able to conceptualize or abstractly or needed the concrete physical situations. Okay. So as a physical experiences accumulate, the child start to conceptualize, create logical structures that explains their physical experiences, abstract or problem solving. Okay. So by this point, the child cognitive development are like those of the adult, including the conceptual reasoning. Okay. Like developmental stages, sensory motor stages, or pre-operational stages 2 to 7, or concrete operations 7 to 11 years, or the formal operations which begins at the 11 to 15 years. The cognitive process, the child through the physical interaction with the environment build up a set of concept about the reality and how it works. So this is the stage where the child does not know the physical objects remains in the existence of the site. Okay. So Piaget proposed that during all the development stages, the child experiences their environment using whatever the mental maps they have constructed. That means the ability to think, and what they think they construct according to that. Okay. So if the experience is repeated one, then it fits easily or assimilated easily into the child's cognitive structure so that they remain the mental equilibrium. So if they experience in a different or a new, the child lose the equilibrium here. Okay. And the cognitive structure to accommodate the new conditions. So the child construct increasingly the complex cognitive structures. Okay. So here the Piaget theory impacts on the learning, like curriculums. The educator must plan a developmentally the appropriate curriculum that enhance their students logically and conceptually growth. That means educator must plan a developmentally appropriate curriculum that enhance their student logical and conceptual growth. Okay. So the curriculum must be designed in such a way, okay, which help in the students logical and conceptual growth take place. Instructions. The teacher must emphasize the critical role that experience or interact with the surrounding environment plays in the students' learning. For example, the instruction has to be take into the account of the role and the fundamental concepts such as how to establish the cognitive structures. Okay. The third one we will discuss is the constructivism. So constructivism is a philosophy of learning founded on the premise that the reflecting on our experience we conduct. Okay. Our own understanding of the world we live. Each of us generate our own rules and mental models. Okay, which we use to make a sense of our experiences. So learning is simply the process of adjusting our mental model to accommodate new experiences. So that is the constructivism. So the principle of constructivism is learning is a search of for meaning. Therefore, learning must be start with the issue around which the students are actively trying to construct the meaning. Okay. So here the meaning requires the understanding whole as well as the part of must be understood in context to the whole. Okay. So learning process focus on the primarily concept, not isolated facts. Okay. So in order to teach well, we must understand the mental model that a student used to perceive the world. Okay. And assumption they make to support those models. So the purpose of learning is for an individual to construct his or her own meaning. Okay. And not just memorizing the right answer or repeat something else. Okay, so since education is interdisciplinary and only having measures of learning make the assessment part, but ensuring the student to provide the information on the quality of their learning. Okay, that means how constructivism impacts the learning. When we say curriculum, so curriculum is the elimination of the standardization. We call it as curriculum for constructivism calls for the elimination of the standard curriculum. That means instead it promote the curricula customized to the student prior knowledge. So how much the child actually know from the beginning, or what is the previous knowledge the child have. Okay, the emphasize hand on the problem solving with respect to the previous knowledge. Okay, so instruction under the theory of constructivism, educator focus on the making connections between the fact and the fosters so new understanding in students. So the instructor has to see whether the student responds the encourage and analyze or interpret the prediction information. Okay, so the teacher has to rely on the open end questions and promote the extensive thinking of the student. So next is the assessment. That means the constructivism is for elimination of grading and standardized test. So instant assessment become a part of learning so that the student play a larger role in judgment of their own progress. Okay. Thank you. This session is powered by 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any queries, we'll discuss in the problem solving session. Namaste.